Hey there folks, this is David on David's Brain. Welcome back to our Let's Play Persona 5 Royal for the PS4. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, rate the bell, and contribute to my Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom. Alright, so, quick recap of the third heist, Kaneshiro. On a school trip, Ren and the others met a young detective named Goro Akechi, who believes the Phantom Thieves stand in the way of justice. Later, Student Council President Makoto confronts the Phantom Thieves and demands they find a Mafia boss or she'll reveal their secret. The Phantom Thieves learn the name of the Mafia boss, Junya Kaneshiro, but are unable to find him and still can't infiltrate his palace. Makoto uses herself as bait to learn Kaneshiro's location, entangling them all in a trap. As a result, they're forced to pay Kaneshiro a hefty sum. A guilt-ridden Makoto helps Ren and the others get into Kaneshiro's palace. Inside, her persona awakens as she helps defeat Shadow Kaneshiro. Shadow Kaneshiro reveals that someone else is entering the palaces and may be connected to the mental shutdowns and psychotic breakdowns. Could this have something to do with the one in the black mask that Shadow Madarame mentioned? Yeah, well, we'll see. Yes.
Oh.
Alright.
If you try to save both the mother and the baby, you'll lose them both. Or I could save them both. I can do this. You need to trust me.
That's incredible. Oh.
Alright, oh yeah, and Sai gave us our next, pointed us in the direction of our next target.
Well then.
The cyber terrorist organization, the hacker group Medjed. But yeah, Medjed is gonna be tricky. Well, I mean, hey, with them being a hacker group, there is no one person whose heart they can change, so... yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of finagling.
What a refreshing morning. How are you doing?
Oh, it was
I didn't
refreshing
expect
that
the
you showed
Phantom
up.
Thieves would suppress a man that even the police had trouble with. The fact they have so much support online is worrisome. I'm in a bind since I previously denounced them. All the interviews these days ask me about that. Still, can we really say the Phantom Thieves are on the side of justice with just this example?
Let people talk.
Oh, thank you. But I noticed that you're not saying that the Phantom Thieves are right. I suppose that was an unfair way to phrase it. I was originally investigating the mental shutdown incidents. Don't you think it's similar to the change of heart that the Phantom Thieves are doing? Now that I think about it, their actions mirror the mental shutdown cases with the rate of victims. It's impossible not to see a connection there. Ah, sorry. I don't want to make you late. I'll see you again.
You take care too, kid. It's even more packed than usual today. And now for today's trade news. Today's headlines are: Shibuya crime ring confesses all. The leader's confession has led to the arrest of other key members. Sudden rampage, highway accident, a driver's death has been confirmed, taking the total count up to 4. Let's see.
I see.
Thanks to Kaneshiro spilling the beans, that organization's falling like a house of cards. We're getting more and more famous. And attracting some very unwanted attention.
Okay, let's get started.
I know some of you are relying on all-nighters, but I can't recommend it. That really messes up your information retention. Oh, speaking of, do you guys know the difference between short-term and long-term memory? The simple answer is that short-term memory is more temporary, whereas long-term is contextual, but long-term memories stick with you. In the short term, you're working with a hard limit. You'll retain only 6, maybe 7 pieces of information, but your brain's capacity for long-term memory is huge. It might even be infinite according to some theories.
How about you?
Okay, so, I'm a Miyaku. What do you think about all this? Short-term memories only stick with you for seconds at a time. That said, how long do you think you can retain long-term memories? So he wants to know how long you keep long-term memories, huh? This is a tricky one. What is long-term memory anyway? Are they memories that last a long time? Yeah, it was something like that. So anyway, you keep them for a long time. The question is, how long? Maruki mentioned something about the amount of memories you could store, right? Something like, infinite. Yeah. If you have theoretically infinite space for them, then theoretically you'd be able to retain them for forever. Yeah, I think so too. So that's it. Long-term memories will never really fade away.
This is it. That's right.
I'm impressed. Basically, stuff encoded into your long-term memory never really goes away. Short-term memories become long-term memories through enough reiteration. It'd be great if you could encode all the test answers to long-term memory, huh? Oh well, you can't always get what you want.
Nice going.
But at least you've got summer break once the exams are over, so do your best to study, okay? Yeah, memories never really go away. That means I'll remember my past eventually, right? Alright, plot time. 7/18, Marine Day. Finals out on the 16th, so that should be good, right? What are you talking about? The fireworks festival. You're really quick to look up stuff like that. Get back to studying. I'll do that tomorrow. Hey, we're in the middle of class. Talk about those things later. Yeah.
Hey, are you listening?
Oh boy. Nice try, sucker.
Hey! Hey,
Hey, what's up? Hey, home? It's rare running into you at this hour.
that reminds me.
Do you remember the counseling Dr. Maruki's offering? It seems to be growing quite popular. I saw someone hang into the nurse's office just as I was leaving the school. The teacher said he's been well worth his time here, but I have a feeling there's more to his popularity than just talent. Maybe I should buy him for myself at some point. Isn't this bad timing though? Oh, you're talking about the exams coming up. No need to worry there. My study routine's rigorous enough that I'm not panicking over it.
Excuse me.
I appreciate your concern, but how about yourself? Depending on the exam scores, there may not be a fireworks festival for anyone to attend. Were you aware? I'm joking.
But
Make sure you study well, alright? Yeah, kind of hard to tell when you're joking and when you're just being,
all right then.
deadpan serious. Yeah.
Senpai.
Huh?
What a pleasant surprise. Are you headed home too?
Yep.
Same here. I don't have club practice today. That reminds me. There's something I wanted to report to you. Would now be a good time?
Sure.
Thank you. Why don't we find a seat somewhere?
Huh?
Oh, Akechi.
And you are...
It's been quite a while, Akechi-san.
Huh?
And the same for you. Yoshizawa-san, right?
You two know each other?
My father works at a TV station. Have you ever seen Good Morning Japan? My father's the director.
Ah,
I've been brought onto the show as a guest a number of times now. That's
Oh,
how
so-
I ended up becoming acquainted with Yoshizawa-san.
makes sense.
I didn't know you knew her as well.
Small world. She's my friend there.
He helped me out of a jam before, and now he's been offering me guidance.
Helped you out of a jam, huh? I see. So, what were you two up to?
Just talking.
Right! I was just about to share some exciting news. It's nothing to keep secret, so I may as well spill it now. About that summer competition I mentioned to you before. I was chosen to be our club representative.
Boosh! You did it! Hooray!
This only feels like the beginning to me, though.
Isn't your club's team considered to be quite prestigious? And you're their representative. I must say, that's extremely impressive.
Thank you. I'll do my best to make everyone proud.
I'll be cheering you on as well. I have an idea. Since all three of us are here, why don't we go somewhere as a group? We can call it our little celebration for Yoshizawa-san's success.
That would be wonderful. Does that work for you, Senpai?
Ah, sure. I got
That
nothing to do.
settles it. Would you mind if I chose the place? There's a wonderful little cafe I know about.
Of course. Lead the way.
Oh, a little cafe you know about. Wait, let me guess. Oh, never mind.
Yoshizawa-san? You drink hot beverages even in the summer?
Oh, God.
I have to prevent my body from getting too cold, since the meet's coming up rather soon.
I see. You make sure you're covering all your bases.
Hey. So, what do you have there?
Good point. Well, some people say coffee can cool you off, even when hot, so I try to avoid that, too. I had this image that you enjoy sweet things, Akechi-san. Is that untrue? I swear I saw you eating fried sweetbread on TV just the other day.
It's all part of a marketing strategy. That sort of stunt is an easy crowd pleaser.
You seem to have your own bases covered as well.
I wish I hadn't learned that.
You're more innocent than I had expected.
I've been wondering, how do you two know each other?
His social studies class visited the set of a TV show I appeared on.
Ah, that's right. Second years got to go to a TV station.
He and I exchanged our opinions during the shoot, and his way of thinking intrigued me.
Kind of a
I can
commonality.
definitely see that. Senpai's take on things often helps me as well.
That reminds me, Yoshizawa-san. You had mentioned that he's been providing you with some guidance.
Yes, like you just said, his way of thinking is intriguing. I figured I could benefit from his input.
In that case, let's play a little game. Would you mind if I posed the same question to you that I first asked him?
No, go right ahead.
So, my question was, what do you think of the Phantom Thieves, Yoshizawa-san?
The Phantom Thieves? You mean in the case that they do in fact exist, yes? I admit that the assistance of others in need is a truly great act, but I simply can't agree with their methods.
I see. Care to explain why?
I suspect the Phantom Thieves' existence isn't going to be beneficial to society in the long run.
How so?
Well, for example, when someone's faced with a problem to overcome, I believe they need to do it themselves. Getting help from others is totally fine, but in the end, it takes a person's initiative to truly create lasting change. If society relied upon a safety net like the Phantom Thieves, I worry that people would stop making a conscious effort. Granted, this depends on how severe the problem is, and it's inaccurate to apply generalizations to an entire population. But I believe a society where everyone simply leaves matters to the Phantom Thieves wouldn't last for very long.
Well, you're
See?
definitely not wrong.
So, in the sense of a person's growth, their actions actually hinder it. Quite an interesting take on the matter. Let me ask you then, what do you think of Yoshizawa-san's opinion?
Well, that's basically one of the reasons why Lex Luthor hates Superman. Basically, if everybody relied on something as powerful as Superman or the Phantom Thieves, then yeah, they pretty much would stagnate, just constantly relying on them to do everything. And yeah, no, she's definitely not wrong.
Ah, so you think you should let others come to their own conclusions on the matter?
Wait, could you actually be a fan of the Phantom Thieves, Senpai?
Just taking a passing
I
interest.
didn't mean to start an argument. I just can't help myself sometimes. Let's change the subject to something a bit lighter.
I'm sorry, I should probably get going. If I'm away from home too late, my parents will begin to worry.
Right, then let's call it a day. Good luck on your competition.
Alright, I'll be rooting for you.
Yes, thank you. Well then, see you later.
Yeah, so Yoshizawa's basically taking the all-star Superman Lex Luthor approach.
You're back.
I see your friend had your friends over for a study session, huh? How How'd you know? Nothing gets by me. I own the place, remember? I can tell what goes on here just by looking at the tables. Sly. Here. Next, an update on the accident that occurred while the public was focused on the Kaneshiro arrest. At 8 o'clock this morning, a car spun out of control in a highway accident that left 4 dead. The police attempt to press charges for the deaths of the victims against the driver at fault. The man in question had no history of disease and was a driver for restaurant giant Goodness Food.
What did you say?
Yet another restaurant chain that seems to have had had a incident involving an employee. How interesting. That accident this morning was awful. Did it go out of control again like that one time? That's what I hear. The driver was acting funny or something. The vice president of our company might have been caught up in it. I'm sure it's chaos in the office. And where are these weird accidents going to end? I don't feel safe getting into my car anymore. Thanks for coffee. I'll just leave what I owe you here, boss. Alright, let's see here. I'm already bummed about tests coming up. I'm in trouble for everything that's not English. I haven't been studying at all. Oh, maybe we can make some progress if we keep an eye on each other. Want to study together? Alright, well, first things first. Heading on over to Kichijoji to get something to do.
Oh. Oh.
Now that Shibuya safe again, how about group date? I want to meet some IT guys. Well, I hear those guys are usually more interested in 2D girls. They'll be fine once they lock eyes with a couple of bombshells like us. I hear that guys like that don't even give the time of day to anyone over 20. Give it a shot anyway. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, here, just in time, man. Since the summer, a good time for soothing soba. You think you buy that for me? I heard it's a limited time offer, but I have no idea where it's being sold. Good thing I have you. You can find it for me, right? I have this Koido sword ready to trade for you for it. And my thanks. Judging by that poker face, you got the soothing soba, didn't you? So we could trade, yes? Yes? Yes, of course. I knew you wanted the Koido sword, too. Come to think of it, I've never seen chilled noodles in the winter. Are chilled noodles sold only during summer, then? Even the packaging screams summer. Anyway, this is fine. Good work. Let's try again sometime. Alright, let's see what this sword can do. Let's see.
Focus. Let's do it.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, good. It says we're going to be going to Ifumi again. I need to go and get myself another knowledge boost.
There's no time for that. Is this? What shall we do? Now. What do you think?
Alright, quick stop to the airsoft shop to go and sell some junk.
Okay. You should be grateful. I guess that's fine. You should be grateful. All right, sounds good. Okay, all right, which one? All right, sounds good. Come again.
Alright, now I did that junk. You remember our deal? You become my playing partner so I can research new moves. I like to begin by teaching you the basics of shogi. Would you like to play a match? I'll be waiting at the church.
I'll start.
Vanguard of my Togo Kingdom, go forth to the front lines, trample upon them all! You think to protect yourself with that paltry defense? Useless! Oh, okay. Chill, you're playing shogi, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Jesus! Okay.
Check.
Free Alter X? Check. I did it again. It's an embarrassing habit I have. During a match, I tend to get very aggressive. It's as if I assume the role of a queen of a kingdom. That's interesting. It is? You're a strange one. Let's see. You're a strange one indeed. My father had me do image training exercises when I was younger to help me learn the rules. I gradually began to view the shogi board as if it were my own kingdom. I have fun coming up with stories and strategies for my subjects. However, I've heard that people make fun of me on the internet. People think I'm weird or that I'm an otaku or I'm just crazy. I mean, I can't blame them. Certainly, I think I'm weird too. Don't worry about those idiots.
Yes.
Your positivity is a welcome relief. I may be able to learn more from our matches than I had thought.
All right.
That'll do for today.
Oh,
There's something I wanted to mention. Do you read weekly magazines? Well, I'm doing a photo shoot for one. But you don't want to, right? You're quite perceptive. I thought you'd be surprised if you saw it on the newsstand, so I wanted to let you know beforehand. In all honesty, I'm very reluctant to do it. But if I draw more attention to shogi, maybe the sport will become more popular. At least that's how I'm justifying it to myself. I have an interview scheduled for tonight as well, so let's end here for today.
until next time.
Hey, did you know there's going to be a summer festival in Odaiba? Summer festival, huh? How can anyone eat so much fatty food when it's so hot out? Man, you don't get it. It's because it's hot out that we gotta eat all that meat. Come on, let's go check it out. Treat you to a skewer. Sorry, they don't have any A5 beef there. Well, you should worry about finals first. Once those are over, it'll be summer vacation, so stay focused.
My hope rests with the Phantom Thieves.
I'm so glad the Phantom Thieves are all over the news. Yeah, they've really taken off since the whole Kamoshida thing. Legend of the Phantom Thieves started at our school. We're practically one of them. And who can't relate to what they're doing? Punishing corrupt adults up to no good? The police should take notice. Yeah, a little bit of a kernel of truth in Yoshizawa there.
Quiet down.
People sure are making a fuss, even though it's right before exams. Behind Kaneshiro's arrest of the Phantom Thieves, a mysterious group that changes people's hearts. If I recall, there were similar rumors back during that business with Kamoshida-kun. Help the weak and crush the strong. Truly a modern legend of the Gentleman Thief. In the long history of humans, the Gentleman Thief has been seen briefly during times of turmoil. Now then, please look at this picture. Amamiya-kun. The picture depicts the final moments of Ishikawa
Do you know
Goemon.
the answer?
He did something during the Sengoku period that had him and his family boiled to death. Do you know what he did? Thievery.
This is it.
Correct.
Ishikawa Goemon is Japan's most famous thief. He's very popular, and some called him a gentleman thief. I mean, hell, why do you think they had him show up in Lupin the Third? Or at least a Goemon. Anyway, the Goemon path comes from his name. Only stealing for the rich and powerful and sharing with the poor. Goemon's exploits have been documented in many forms of media, like kabuki and novels.
Nice going!
However, it's actually unclear whether or not Goemon was indeed a gentleman thief. Rebelling against Hideyoshi, whose campaign had failed, propaganda by the government to sully his name, the gentleman thief Goemon may be no more than an illusion made by verifying very motivations. In actuality, most heroes and gentleman thieves throughout history or something like that.
Yep.
Let's just make sure people don't think we're an illusion. But before that, we need to study for the exams that are starting tomorrow. Alright, doesn't look like there's gonna be much plot going around here. So, just gonna be calling it a day for now. Oh, hang on.
It's open.
I spoke too soon.
Welcome.
Oh, you're the student council president. Nichiba-san, correct?
Excuse me.
Sorry for coming by so suddenly.
It was nothing.
Oh no, everyone's permitted to stop by whenever they like. I know the phrase counseling session can make some people nervous, but don't be. Considering you're the student council president, I'd rather he didn't force you to come here at all, actually.
No.
Well, I was advised to come, but I still chose to do it on my own.
Good.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. But please, there's no need to be concerned about my being here. Feel free to discuss anything with me.
Yes.
Right, so I shall. You're sounding more like the counselor here than I am.
I see.
Wow, excellent grades, exemplary conduct. Wow, you appear to be the ideal honor student.
No.
Not, in fact, quite the opposite. I'm actually a bit of a mess, and I always have to turn to others for help. Well, you sure have me fooled. Even still, getting help isn't a bad thing at all. In fact, it's wonderful that you have a support system. Indeed. Especially lately. I feel like I can't do anything right by myself nowadays. Did something go wrong for you?
Yes.
Not as something major. I've come to understand all too well that it's a bad idea taking on more of a burden than one should. You really do seem like someone with a mature sense of responsibility. However, that may be why people around you, especially the adults who should be protecting you, rely on you so much. Adults who should be protecting me? Had I been clever enough to understand that earlier, things may have gone a bit differently for me. You think so? You live alone with your older sister, I see. Pardon my saying so, but it seems you've been through quite a lot.
But...
Honestly, it only felt like the norm to me. But our lack of adult guardians has to have been hard on my sister, even now as well. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't hard for me too. Do you still remember them? Your parents? Yes.
Hey, so...
Not as much about my mother, admittedly, but my father, without a doubt. In fact, now that I think about it, I may have grown to be a bit uptight because of that.
I see.
Is that so? And are you doing okay now? Is your support system adequate?
Well...
It's not as if I have a team of employees or anything, but I do have people that I'm able to rely upon well. Of course, I never think of them as replacements for my father and my sister. No one can replace either of them. Although your sister, yeah, she could do with improvement. What I've lost won't ever come back. I just need to keep my chin up and push towards my future.
Quite.
I like the way you put that. No one can ever be replaced, and yet we need to keep pushing towards our future. Should anything come up that you want to help with, I'll be there to support you. Although my skills are pretty limited. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
Hey!
Alright, so yeah, Maruki seems like a chill dude, and yep, just gonna be taking care of the exams, and then I'll get back to you as soon as some plot pops up. So, until next time, this is David on David's Brain. See you when I see ya. Bye-bye.